Since 1976, the Frankenmuth Community Foundation has been assuring a legacy that enhances the lives of our residents. Over $1 million has been invested into economic growth, education, recreation, and projects showing leadership and greater good for the community. It's those areas of focus that are important to the foundation, whose philanthropic projects continue to beautify, entertain, and inspire.
It's an iPad. It has apps and lots of things you can do on it.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9.
Frankenmuth Community Foundation has been a great partner with us in providing some things for our school and for our students that wouldn't have been possible otherwise. It's been amazing to see the improvements in the educational opportunities we've been able to provide those kids.
From math equations to a scannable library to movie making, your grants have unleashed technology and creativity in local school kids.
We can show our iMovies.
They're born into a technology world. I mean, their microwaves, their touchscreen, their TVs, their cars, everything around them. So providing their learning on a device that's touchscreen just engages them more.
They are cold-blooded. Turtles have existed for around 250 million years.
I would say thank you for donating money, because instead of just doing math on blank paper, this is better than that.
A legacy grant from Grace Davis Baxter helps with tuition for our youngest students at St. Lorenz and List Elementary, a preschool experience that has lifelong impact on these children.
For many young families, preschool tuition can be one of their greatest expenses in their education up through the 12th grade. So we're just very grateful that the scholarship enables some of these families to benefit from preschool.
With educational costs soaring, many parents struggle to provide this crucial jumpstart to their kids' education. The Frankenmuth Community Foundation makes it possible.
Oftentimes it's a very emotional response by the parents to know that, okay, my dream for my children can come true.
This room is a dream come true for parents of autistic children, designed to soothe kids who are overwhelmed with the bustle of elementary and middle school. It provides a safe environment to relax before rejoining their friends in class.
We've got another swing right here that provides that cocooning, so students have that pressure around them. They have, we've got a ball pit so that they have the sensory all up and down their arms and their legs. And then of course that soothing sound of the lights and the soothing sound of the bubbles.
In the nearby high school, students are designing, programming, and inventing.
There's capacitors, and there's resistors, and there's the transistors.
I wrote an app called Text Control that when it's in your car, it recognizes a sensor that you'd have under your dashboard, and then as you get closer and closer to your car, it disables different functions, so you can't text while you're in your car, you can't go on the internet or play games, that sort of thing.
From artificial hands to tiny steam engines, these engineering projects make students think of new ways to do things, even ice fishing.
So what's going to happen is when that fish takes your line, it's going to pull down gently on the trigger mechanism, and it's going to set the hook for you.
We were looking for a minimal funding just to get us through a year, and Frankenmuth Community Foundation believed in us and said that they would fund the first year and they would continue to fund on a yearly basis.
Each school in our community has been enhanced by donations and scholarships from the foundation. Legacies begin here, as young minds are challenged thanks to your donations.
We would not be able to provide the educational environment that we do when it comes to technology without their support. So it's been huge for us, and I know that I can speak for our entire faculty and staff how grateful we are to be able to provide these tools for our students with the help of the foundation.
The Frankenmuth Community Foundation provides life-saving automatic external defibrillators, or AEDs, at the Frankenmuth School District in St. Lorenz. Terry Lausch is in charge of checking the charge on 6 of these devices at his school. He takes it very seriously because it was one of these that saved his life.
I sat down in that chair and I was totally oblivious to whatever happened. until I woke up in the hospital bed.
I tried getting a pulse. I had nothing at that time before I called 911. She says, "Do you have an AED?" And I says, "Yes, you need to get it." At that point, I flew out of my office, ran down to the gym because I knew we had one there. I also know I needed help.
Bypass surgery fixed Terry's heart, and he continues to help out at the school where he taught for so many years. He admits the memory of the AEDs isn't always pleasant, but those who use them are happy the foundation has put them there.
You know, you hope you never use it, but man, you're glad when they are here for that one time. So just one time, you know, that was great. So I'm very grateful for the foundation for that. I mean, if nothing else, at least one in, you know, whatever. I believe that's the second time we've used one in a building.
Similar grants have funded Freeland's Fire Safety Bounce House, made possible by the Frankenmuth Credit Union through the Community Foundation. FCU has an impressive record of giving, with 8 student scholarships, local 4-H projects, a high school scoreboard, and a way to share in the local harvest each year.
The project that I'm the most proud of is definitely the permanent home of the farmers market. You know, those people work so hard for such little monetary return, but the heart that they put into it and what they can provide to our communities, and to let our younger people know exactly where these items come from. They don't come from the store, they come from a lot of hard work.
Frankenmuth police can go anywhere in this Humvee, even through 5-foot snowdrifts.
This is a 1990 Humvee that was acquired in late 2012 from the military. The foundation came in and assisted us in equipping it the way that you see it now. Our department is a medical first responder department, so we respond to all life-threatening calls that MMR, our local ambulance crew, ask us to assist them on. Last year we assisted them on 750 life-threatening calls.
Just recently, the foundation has helped out with a project to use the pavilion more, especially in the off-season, the fall, winter, and spring months. Here we're trying to use it for sports, baseball practice or soccer, softball practices, anything like that. In order to do that, we had to put up some nets to protect the building from all the balls flying around, that kind of thing. So netting all 4 walls and the ceiling of the building, that was all the project that the Community Foundation was very instrumental with. We also added some supplemental heat to be able to make the building a little bit more comfortable in the off-season.
Frankenmuth's youth football teams are also safer thanks to the foundation, which provided youth helmets to keep the kids safe.
So this helmet was designed basically to be one of the best helmets for protecting, you know, anyone from an NFL player to a youth football player. The nice thing about the youth helmet is that they're really easy to fit kids.
The kids will also have a new place to play thanks to the foundation, as these farm fields become a beautiful park complete with soccer and softball fields. State funding is being matched by monies raised by the foundation through events like Dancing with the Local Stars.
This community, the involvement in this community, the people that come and support projects like this, it shouldn't surprise me, but it just blows my mind every time. It's just a great community that supports their community events like this.
Frankenmuth's future is assured thanks to grants to our next generation, who are learning about business success and entrepreneurship.
We have books from Junior Achievement, and then we use a program through them that simulates like a real business, and we're like selling a product, and you have to vary your supply and demand to try to get maximum profit.
3, 2, 1.
Foundation MacBooks challenge teen minds as they utilize technology used in the fields they hope to one day pioneer. And the teachers can't believe how it's changing schoolwork.
I tell them, make a data table. I don't have to dig out rulers and paper and pencil. They have one made in Excel in less than 3 minutes with all their headings and everything. You know, so it just makes that process go much quicker, and then I can get more done and get the science done and not have to worry about preparation as much.
We usually get homework on our computers, and it's nice because we don't have to carry around a whole bunch of books.
Inspiring the next generation doesn't always require batteries, as proved by our local library.
We needed funding first for our journal, and we had a vision of the journal. We wanted it to be a keepsake. And so we were lucky to have a great artist who just did wonderful graphics on it, and then also added some prompts in there so that the parents could reflect on their reading with their kids. Let's see what he is. He's a special kind of ticket.
Frankenmuth's library has benefited from several foundation grants, including digitizing 106 years of the local newspaper, and also a fund managed by the Johansson family. Ed was a successful businessman and longtime volunteer for the library.
When we were reevaluating our wills and such, he said, I want to do something for the library. I said, well, do it when you're still alive. So we went out to the library and gave him a check. He died 2.5 years ago, and now I'm making sure it happens.
After Ed passed away, Susie came to me and said that it had been really important to both of them to ensure the future of the library and that they wanted to start a foundation, which was just awesome.
Susie's partnership with the foundation was so successful that they also set up a math and science scholarship for students.
I feel, and so did Ed, that of whom much is given, much needs to be returned.
The culture of Frankenmuth is enhanced with grants to the Bronner Performing Arts Center. Here, $10,000 installed new curtains and a sound system.
The foundation has really helped us in many ways. They helped us on the first play, Susical. It's very expensive to do these productions. They range anywhere between $10,000 and $15,000 to produce. So my ticket sales will not cover all the expenses. So that helps us cover the costs, as well as we do look out for advertisers and sponsors for the productions.
The Made in Michigan Film Festival also is excited about the upgrades as they showcase the best filmmakers in the state.
Well, the foundation is critical. As we got going with this idea, we had some hurdles to overcome, and one of them was to pay for the rent for the auditorium and also to pay for our student workshop, which was one of our premier ideas in this whole endeavor. So without that, our gate wouldn't have allowed us to be able to cover that expense. So it was a win-win.
A legacy is hardly lasting unless it lasts, and that's where the foundation excels, teaming up with TriStar Trust Bank to make sure these gifts continue on. The foundation helped Crossroads Counseling Ministries when they were blessed with a generous gift from the family of Ellie McKenzie.
It was certainly much larger than we could manage immediately and in a good stewardship kind of way. So we were used to receiving gifts, but not estates. And so that led us to the Community Foundation.
Today, those dollars help with professional Christian counseling for members of over 50 local churches.
The foundation is very active in this community. They make themselves known. There are other foundations around. They're not nearly as visible and public.
The Frankenmuth Community Foundation is a nonprofit organization that receives gifts and bequests distributed to promote the betterment of the greater Frankenmuth area. Here you will find professional advisors that will grow your donation for a legacy that continues on. Pat Butterfield found answers here after she lost her son in the line of duty. Today, a college scholarship honors Trooper Butterfield.
If it wouldn't have been for them, I wouldn't even know where to start. I mean, they helped me get everything put together.
The foundation provides 16 scholarships to qualifying students. You can find more details on each as well as more information on how you can help at frankenmuthfoundation.org. Legacy, you create it. The Frankenmuth Community Foundation makes it forever.